everybody.
What's going on, folks? IET students. Welcome to class. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to make the battleship, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't finish the student becomes a teacher, and I finished only 6% of these lists and functions, so I've got my backup here. So I've got Sharon to help me out. We're going to do the battleship, and I'm going to play this cruel teacher trick. I'll tell you the teacher trick. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing.
Sometimes?
Most of the time, I don't know what I'm doing. Well, sometimes I don't know what I'm doing, and what I do is I just kind of say, "Well, Carter, how do you figure it out?" Or, "Well, Matthew, what do you think the answer is?" And then I just kind of wait for you guys to answer, and then think about whether or not that's correct or not. Don't tell anybody that. I don't know why I'm whispering it to you. I'm actually going to put this up on YouTube as well, so I mean, my secret's out.
Alright, folks, I believe Flashcard is great for preserving videos.
Yeah. Alright, so let's start Battleship. I'm wondering if it's going to let me. It's connecting. It's thinking about it.
It's gonna let you in.
Alright, here we go. How's it going with you guys? Can you guys hear my voice? Can you see my face? No, you can't see my face, but you can see my computer screen. How is it going? The video feed is cutting out. I think something's wrong with my internet. That stinks. What about you, Matthew? Is the video feed working? Or not Matthew, but Carter?
Oh. Yeah. No, he already answered.
Okay, alright, you're right. Alright. Matthew, I can't fix your internet. Try logging in and logging out. But Matthew, this isn't clear enough for you? Matthew, can you read this right now? Matthew?
Oh, he just responded.
Video and audio is bad. Matthew, just try logging in, logging out, logging back in, and see if that works for you better. Okay? Alright, cool. Alright. Let's do it. Ready? In this project, you will build a simplified one-player version of the classic board game Battleship. In this version of the game, there will be a single ship hidden in the random location of a 5x5 grid. The player will have 10 guesses to try to sink the ship. To build this game, we will use our knowledge of lists, conditions, and functions in Python. When you are ready to get started, click Run to continue. Or not run, but save and submit code.
My gosh, that's the hardest lesson ever.
Yeah, I know. I better get a star for that one or something. All right, a badge, right? The first thing you need to do is set up a game board. We're going to create a variable called board. I can do that. At least Mr. Dalday can do that. Board. And set it equal to an empty list. Oh, okay. List was what again? How did that go?
Brackets.
Yeah, that's what I figured. No, this one right here.
Oh, wait, Carter just said something.
Carter is helping me out. That's it, right?
Yep.
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
Is Matthew back? Matthew, you good? Can you hear me now?
Either that was the fastest log in and log out. Okay, he just left, so he'll try logging in again.
Okay. So he's coming in right now, so I'm going to go slow. So we're going to click on the next lesson.
What the heck is this?
Alright, there we go. We got Matthew back. There we go. Matthew, is the sound coming through better? Actually, you know, I'm going to cheat. Matthew, can you hear me better now? I'm changing the variables here.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of Mr. Dalday's mouth?
Ain't nobody understand the word that's coming out of your mouth. Matthew, can you hear me? All right. Yes, it just refreshed. Awesome. Is it better? Is it better? Not really. Suck on MC. Well,
it's probably related to your internet, in which case just do your best to follow along. Mr. Dalday will put this up on YouTube, and then you can hear all the wonderful comments.
Chalk another one up for big blue button fail.
No,
all right.
It's just internet fail.
All right. Okay, ready? Good news. we will use the built-in Python function to generate the board. So we'll have to make a 5x5 grid out of zeros for the ocean. All right. So what I want you to do, what I wanted to do, is print out 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Basically, I want to print 0 times 5. We'll do this by making 5 rows. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a list, and I want you to print. Wait, right here. Create a 5x5 grid and zeros and store it in board. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go
no.
0 times 5, and I'm going to do that 5 times, and that will give me 5 rows of zeros. Right?
That's not what the instructions say.
I know, fine.
I know, I'm so boring.
Alright, so I arrange this thing, right?
Yep.
And then put a 5, right?
Okay, now the actual syntax is something I don't exactly remember. You'd probably have to look it up.
I think it's 4, right?
What?
Inside the loop, put append. A list containing 5 zeros on the board, just like the example above.
Well, when in doubt, you're free to check out the Python documentation.
Alright, let's just do range. What is, gosh, wow, this is why I need backup, because I really stink at this.
Okay, open a new tab,
Yeah, sure.
python.org.
Alright.
And it should be the official Python webpage.
Alright, let's do it.
There should be something about documentation up there.
Documentation.
Does not matter which one you click on, since I don't think the syntax changed.
I think that Code Academy is using 3.
Okay. So, alright. Now, quick search, range.
Range. We basically man-ranged. So, it's going to go a list, range, 10. Oh, I see. So this will be the range of the...
So, would it be part of a for loop?
Yeah. So where does it start, where does it stop, and how many steps does it take?
Okay, now next, hit the back button. You see that thing that says built-in types?
Yeah.
Alright,
Is that the one you want?
built-in types, numeric int. Actually, I want the thing involving loops. Just going down a little more.
Boolean
Syntax,
operators.
module classes, functions, methods, code. Not quite. So
I'm going to search for a loop.
there. No.
Yeah, start, stop, and step.
Well, it says it's commonly used for looping, but it doesn't have the syntax for how to loop it. But I believe it's for I and range, blah blah blah.
Well, I want a list of all zeros, right?
Yeah. Well, what's going to happen is the loop is basically going to keep track how many times I put a 0 in there. Meanwhile, the loop body will just say, no, board actually starts off as an empty list.
Was that?
Remember that empty list you had in the beginning?
Yeah.
Yeah, the range comes later. No, as in another line entirely. I think it's something along the lines of for I and range 5. Alright. Okay. Is this the... Mind you, my Python is super rusty, so we are going to be figuring it out.
See, this is the best thing you guys can do, is watch your teachers fumble around and not know what they're doing.
For I and range 5. Let's see. Inside the loop, append a list. Let's see. 10.
0 times 5, right?
Yeah, let's see if that does it.
So it's going to send the I counter from 0, 1, 2, 3,
Out of
4.
colon, thank you, Carter. There we go. Now, I don't know if this is enough indentation or it's going to throw a hissy fit. Let's find out.
Alright, save and submit.
Yeah, worst comes to worst, we get hissy fit. Let's see. Python unsupported operand types for line 3. Okay.
It
alright.
doesn't like IN.
No, it's line 3.
Oh, do you need another space?
No. Oh I can give it a shot, but I think it's going to go the same error message.
Yeah.
Append the list. Oh, I see. Can you move cursor back up there? Up. Let's see. Containing fives. I wonder if you have to do it like this. Right. Can you hit save and submit again?
Yeah.
Alternately, I can cheat and log into my account. The roles are. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Okay. I get it. Cursor up there one more time. Yeah. Alright, mouse! Okay, apparently it wants a list. Let's see if that did it. It looks like your board contains characters other than the 0. Alright, we know that this, which I highlighted and looks like really ugly, I'm really sorry. We'll print out this. I've actually tried it. Use range with 5 times. Append the list containing 5s. I don't exactly want to print it. I think it means the letter O.
No, but we have a 0 in there.
No, it's a capital letter O, I see.
Oh, they want the letter O, not a 0.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Yeah, thank you! So it looks like I got the syntax right. Woohoo! Alright, so that's saying...
Wait, we gotta explain this. So the I counter goes from 1 to 5. Or it goes from 0 to...
0 to 4, either
0
way.
to 4, but I mean basically it repeats it 5 times.
Yeah.
So it's saying on row 0, put a column of 5 zeros. On row 2, or on row 1, put a column of 5 O's.
Yeah. And so on.
Or they should make it X's or something. Because
So,
that's...
the X's come when you actually play the game.
Alright.
Which we're about to find out.
Alright, let's do it. Great job. Now you've built a board, let's show it off. Throughout the game we want to print, so basically print board.
Okay, yeah, this is like really hard.
So do a 4th line with print board.
Whoops. I guess it's a tab. Or I can like...
Or what?
Oh, come on, I'm the best at this. So, that was really hard. I'm so sorry for the mental hardship. Onward.
Yeah, alright. Cool.
Okay.
But clearly, it's easier to play the game if the printed board looked like a grid with the rows on its own line. You can use the fact that the board is a list, and the list helps us do this. Let's set up a for loop to go through each element in the outer list in order to print them. First, delete your existing print.
Okay, that's like the hardest part. Alright, that's been moved.
Then define a function named print underscore board.
With a single argument of board. I believe you have to do that.
Inside the function, write a for loop. So, you're going to press space 4 times, right? Is there 4 or 5 times?
It should be 1 tab. So, for this purposes of this, it's
4 spaces. Yeah.
Let's see.
In regular Python programming, you can press tab.
There. So, create the for loop. Check. Print out a row. Check. Since I will go from... oh wait. Not just... I'm sorry. For length. Yeah, this is so that it becomes an integer as opposed to, what is this array thingy above, and why are you passing this to me, and I can't do it, error message.
Okay, try it.
There we go.
But didn't print anything.
Yeah, because someone forgot to call your function with board to make sure. It's because I forgot to actually call the function.
So print. Print board.
You need to hand the board.
No, you have to print board.
That's what print board does. It's within there. It said something about
Oh.
board.length. I forget the exact argument to actually get the length of an array, but that's what you need to do. Oh, that's right.
That's right, len.
or something like that. Int object is not iterable.
For your length, it doesn't like len.
I mean, ultimately, I just do this, and let's watch the world burn. That's part of the fun in programming. Okay, so I had it right the first time. Let's see whether we do this, which seems a little awkward,
It seems over redundant.
but it did it. So, okay.
So, wait, explain what you were doing.
Alright, let's start with this. Length board, it'll give you the number of elements in the array. Remember this range argument up here?
Yeah.
It goes from 0 to 4 since it kind of skips out 5.
Yeah.
Since the board length is 5, what I basically put was for I in range of 5 since we have 5 indices. It's just this board
Oh, okay.
length.
So you're telling the program a stopping point.
Yes.
You're saying, all right, I want you to start at I, which is always 0,
Mm-hmm.
and I want you to stop at whatever the length of the board is.
Yes.
You guys get it? Carter? Matthew?
Oh, something. Yep. Awesome.
What about you, Matthew? Can you hear us? You can hear us that well, huh? Awesome. No, sometimes it just...
Oh yeah, it just cuts out. Alright, anyway, onward!
That bites because I've been trying to get Matthew in the class, and I finally got him in the class, and now it's the internet's fault.
Yeah. That's
All right. We're pretty close to a playable board. However, it'd be nice to get rid of those quote marks and the commas. Oh, awesome. Awesome, you can hear us. I was going to just start talking bad about you. Just start saying how, like, you know, smelly you are, and all of that kind of stuff, you know, because obviously I can smell you from here. But I'm just saying, you know, like, obviously you can hear us, so I'm going to not talk bad about you anymore. All right. We're pretty close to playing a playable board, but it won't be nice to wouldn't it be nice to get rid of all of that jazz? All right.
So basically, this is known as pretty printing or getting rid of a bunch of ugly stuff, and then it's going to be all nice. So instead of just flat out print board, so let's see. Instead, we use this. This is also a really useful way to get an array into a string. Now notice in their example how they start off with an array and then they pass the letters array to the join and it comes out with this. You're going to be doing the same thing, but instead of those pretty letters, we're just going to have a bunch of O's. O, 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 O. Like that. Now I feel like playing tic-tac-toe or something on them, despite the fact that there's too many of them.
Maybe I don't know if you remember this band called New Kids on the Block. They're from like the... Sarah, do you remember New Kids on the Block? Okay. They sing the song, oh, 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 oh.
Onward!
Okay, anyway. Matthew, consider yourself lucky you can't hear well. Excellent. Now let's hide the battleship in the random location on the board. Since we have a two-dimensional list, let's use two variables to store up the ship's location. The ship row and the ship column. So I think we're going to hide. This is a big battleship, huh?
Well, not really. It's a relatively tiny board.
It's a tiny board, tiny battleship.
Yeah, this is more like hiding a
From random...
motorboat or something.
All right, here. Let's look at the example code that goes. It goes from random import radiant.
It's red int.
Oh yeah, random integer, right?
Mm-hmm. Although you can rearrange it so it spells radiant.
Yeah, right. Coin equals rand int 0 to 1. Dice equals rand int. Yeah, all right. So they got low to high. So we would generate. We're going to generate a random row number and a random column that the board has as an input. That makes sense. So where are we going from? We're going to 0 to 5, right?
No. Well, we want to
Don't answer. I was waiting for them to answer. We're going from 0 to 5, right?
Okay, well.
That's wow. You guys are writing it back, huh? All right. No, we're not going from 0 to 5 because it starts off at 0. There's only 5 rows, so it only goes up from 0 to 4. Right?
Well, sort of. Because of the way they're specifying it, you can change the size of the board and it'll still be valid.
Oh, so what we want to do is we want to add more of a variable, like another range kind of deal.
Well, yeah. Granted, that last example was awkward. It should have been answered like this, but that's me and my wonderful memory of Python. You're asking me to remember this after I did it literally last year at this time. So first I want random row. Then each take board and oh, I need to define it. Why do I need 2 different functions? This is fine. Because actually you could just go call something that says just grab these 2 random integers and return them as opposed to doing 2 functions, but what do I know? Alright, these functions should return a random board index from 0 to the length board minus 1. And next we're going to, since we're duplicating code, which is extremely inefficient,
Backspace.
yeah. Random row, just. So kids, moral of this story is if you can do it with less lines of code, do so. This is not efficient. Let's see, so. Random row, board. And let's see what we get. Apparently, I forgot to print them.
No, you didn't.
Well, yeah. Well, technically, I wasn't supposed to, but you know what? We kind of want to see just what happens. So let's go. See, that's an example. Notice how the numbers fall neatly within the range. So this is where we hide our potato.
Close it and try it again.
Okay.
I wonder if it gives 4 too. No, it's going to give a different number. Wow, that's amazing. Of course, that's not really that amazing because it's doing exactly what we told it to do.
All right, onward.
Onwards and upwards.
Okay, next up we have seek. So this is apparently how we hide battleship motorboat potato thingy.
Why do you call it a potato?
Because this thing is the size of a potato.
That makes sense. All right, for now, good job. For now, let's store the coordinates in the ship variable under a new variable called ship row and ship column. Now that you've hidden the battleship in your OSM, let's write the code to allow the player to guess where it is. So we're going to do a raw input. So basically, it's going to ask the user for a number. And instead of giving it a number, I'd rather give it a letter for the column. You know what I mean? Because that's the way Battleship was played, like A5 or something like that.
Well, then what we'd have to do is we'd have to put another little function in the column.
I don't know. It would be a pain. Anyway, ask the user for input to guess which one. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to create a new variable called guess row.
Equals.
And then I would say raw input. Yeah, you just copy and paste their thing right there.
Yeah, because that is a lot of typing. Now, generally, you want to save time with programming. I mean, if your program is going to be more efficient than just doing it by pen and paper, why not use pen and paper? So that's why I'm copying and pasting. And answer by typing on guess row, A.
Not A, it's a number.
I know.
Right.
That's what happens that's part of the fun that's part of the fun with programs. I mean, sometimes you can give it wonky input and see what happens. Like, I passed it a letter and it went, no, I don't like it. That's good. Now, notice my column is, like, way out of range of the board.
Even your row is out of the range of the board.
Yeah, row is slightly out of range. Column is way out of range. Row could be like, well, maybe someone forgot to put a minus sign somewhere, but this is completely and utterly inexcusable. But what do I know?
But the computer doesn't know that yet.
Yeah, you have to literally tell the computer that is not allowed. Onward.
Awesome. Now that you've hidden the battleship and a guess from one player in the next few steps, we'll check to see if the user's guesses is correct. While we're at the debugging this part of this program, it would be helpful to know where the battleship is hidden. Let's add a print statement that displays the location. So why don't you print those guys?
Print.
Ship call and ship row.
Okay, this is not hard. Guess row. 45. Guess column. Oh look, I was almost there. I was just off by 44.
Yep.
Sometimes that happens. So yeah, these are known as debugging statements. They're helpful because you might have to do like a lot of data manipulation, and then you come out at the end, and when you're expecting the number 5, you like suddenly come out with some giant negative integer, and you're like, how did that happen? So if you print stuff along the way, you can go, oh, I had a minus over there when I wanted a multiply.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they're kind of like thermometers that you throw in the middle of your experiment. You know, you can put the thermometer in at different stages to see what that temperature will look like at that point. That's kind of what it's doing. It's saying, show us, the answer for now. We're going to get rid of those because we don't want you to do it. Anyway, okay, now for fun, we have an actual location of a ship and the player's guess. You can check to see if the player guessed right. If they guess right, guess call should be equal to blah, blah, blah.
So basically, the column you guessed should be equal to the column you hit the ship in, and same with the row.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if the ship's hidden in 1-2 and you guess 1-4, you are kind of in the right place, but not really, and there should be no battleship there.
So if guess coal equals ship coal,
and guess row. You need the double equals, not the.
Right, because you're doing a comparison of equalness.
Print. Congratulations, you know how to copy and paste stuff.
Yeah, write that. No, congratulations. Congratulations, you found my potato.
Alright. Okay. Guess row. 3. Okay. Print. No, apparently they absolutely positively wanted to say that phrase.
What?
Lame.
Alright, after this, you guys, we're copying and pasting our own. You know what we'll do is, before the day ends, let's copy and paste this into our thing, and then we'll run the Python code from our thing. And let's make it better.
Yeah, I mean, there should be other checks, like if I enter a row that doesn't even exist on the board, it should print some error that says, what are you doing?
You're out of bounds, idiot.
Well, you can verbally abuse your users. I'm just going to give them a
Grace,
gentle
of course,
reminder.
the player isn't going to guess the right all the time, so we need to handle the guess for when it's wrong. Alright. The example prints out 0, the element of the... Wait. The example above prints out O, the elements of...
Yeah.
Is that a 0 or an O?
It's the letter O. So anyway, else. Let's see. So it's board of guess roll. Guess column. X. Alright, we have to.
You have to give him another guess.
Well, we have to just make this little print statement because otherwise it's going to whine.
Apparently.
Yeah. So what this does is first you print a message about how terrible you are guessing, then it'll set the appropriate thing to an X because that is not where Battleship is. And that should do it. Guess the roll. 4, 3. See, notice how I roll. Wait. Wait, how should it be? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Why do I get the feeling that this is reversed?
This is telling you it's you. I think you switched to columns and rows.
Exactly.
No. This is row 4, column 3. Because it's the row goes vertically. I mean, the row goes horizontally, but when you count the rows, you're going down vertically.
Yep. There you go.
So it starts at the top row and it goes 0, then 1, then 2,
And 4.
and then 4 is at towards the right on the right side.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Miss. Alright, there we go. So this is what we mean by edge cases, such as someone guesses 200 as opposed to the 0 to 4 range. And I guess if you keep guessing the same spot, obviously it's not going to work, because if there wasn't a battleship there then, it's not going to be there now. And they can just flat out miss, which is perfectly acceptable given it's a 1 in 25 shot. Okay, so we're going to be using case statements. Okay, so if not in,
Is not in the range.
yeah,
So maybe just go greater than.
well, then some, let's see. Oh, I see. Range.
Land board.
Yeah,
Or
let's see.
I'm walking right over to you.
Not in.
Timing is perfect. I'll see you in 2 minutes.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Apparently they want us to use that little fancy notation. There, what that basically does is goes, okay, you know what, that's like a really, 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 really long line that's divided up so we can actually see what the heck is going on. Alright, so if it is well outside of the range, congratulations, you just started a land war with Asia.
yeah, that'd be good.
But we can't.
Congratulations, you blew up your own. You blew up the coral reefs.
Okay. Else. Alright, let's see what happens. So 5, 6. There
That's
we go.
not. Oops, that's not even in the ocean.
Yeah, no, they have to print out. Oops, that's not even the ocean. There.
How are we doing, Carter? How are we doing, Matthew? We good?
Let's see. Well, we're like 2/3 of the way through with like 5 minutes left, so either I have to like start talking super fast and totally miss stuff, or we're gonna have to continue this some other time.
I say we just continue this some other time. We're technically supposed to be finished at 2:40, and we do want to leave some stuff for you guys to go and do by yourself. Fair enough?
Oh, we did get through 2/3 of this.
All right, dude. Fun hanging out with you, Sharon. Thank you for bailing me out. Technically, I think it's more than 2/3, right?
No, it's about 2/3, and 12 out of 18 would be exactly 2/3, and we're at 13 out of 19.
That's true. And I'm the math teacher.
Ah.
Okay, bye.